What are the top 10 things to know before making your first visit to San Diego? Find out next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome to the top 10 things you need to know before visiting San Diego. In this video, we're going to explore 10 things that me, a local, think that you should know before visiting San Diego. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't yet. Join my Patreon and help me travel around the world with exclusive footage if you join my Patreon. So number 10 and the top 10 things to know before visiting San Diego is that natives and transplants coincide and live together here in San Diego. Now, there is a percentage of natives that are very proud, like I am here in San Diego. Big Padre fans, used to be big Charger fans, but we love our city, America's finest city. And there are a lot of people that have come from all over the world, places like Boston, Australia, and the Philippines, and all over the place that have been transplants and came over here to San Diego, and they have learned to love this city as well. So transplants and natives do coincide with each other and do get along. They also share one thing in common, which is the love for this city. Number 9 on the list is rent a car when you're in San Diego. Public transportation is not the best thing, and if you want to take the trolley or the buses, they'll take you to some places, but if you want to really explore San Diego, there's a lot of parking around town, so rent a car. What's up, Jaycationers? We are here at the Kansas City Barbecue, the Top Gun bar in San Diego. Now, number 8, when going to TJ, make sure you have your passport, because back then you could just have your California driver's license and go through, but now you have to have your passport. Now, if you're just visiting San Diego and just wanting to see the border and not exactly cross it, you can go to the Las Americas outlet mall, where there's a Nike, a bunch of other places, a bunch of other shops that you can go to, and you can see the border fence and the huge Mexican flag on the Tijuana side. So if you want to go to the border and you don't exactly need to cross it, just go to the outlet center, do a little shopping, and check it out in the back end of the parking lot. Now, there is parking, and you can also take the trolley down to the border, and there are 2 border entries in this area of San Diego, one in San Ysidro near that outlet center, and the second in Otay, Mesa. So if you need to go to Tijuana, there's 2 different entryways. Number 7, the beach on the weekends are busy, and look out for parking. Make sure you drive over to the beach early to grab a parking spot and to grab a spot on the beach. And if you're gonna barbecue, to grab that barbecue grill area. Now, all the beaches are busy, especially during the summer here in San Diego, but if you go early enough, you can grab a parking spot, or better yet, take a Lyft or Uber down to the beach. Now, if you're going to La Jolla, beware. It's a beautiful, upper class, rich area, but when you do go to La Jolla Cove, there are a ton of seals, and the seals don't like to be bothered, so don't go near the seals and be taking a picture off or whatnot. They might attack you. What's gonna repel you from going near the seals is the smell. The smell is not nice over in La Jolla Cove, so be aware. You might even want to bring your mask and wear your mask there. Regardless, you gotta wear a mask. Also, wear plenty of sunscreen in the summer in San Diego. I have SPF 50. You can burn easily here, especially on the beaches. Also, just for you adults, drinking on the beaches is not permitted, but if you go to a beach like PB or Mission Beach, there are bars on the boardwalk that you can grab a nice little adult beverage. So number 6, San Diego Zoo and San Diego Safari Park equal the largest zoo in the world, but they are actually within 25 miles apart. Safari Park is more of like the safari type zoo where you can get in a car and the animals are roaming free, and that's more towards the mountains in Escondido of San Diego. And the San Diego Zoo is more of your traditional zoo. Now, it's huge. The San Diego Zoo is in Balboa Park, and it's a great place to hang out with the family all day. But yes, if you thought Safari Park and the San Diego Zoo were the same, they are, but they're 25 miles apart, and you can actually buy bundle deals for Safari Park and the zoo, and you can even combine Legoland, and it's even cheaper when you do these bundle deals. Now, if you do a 1 park pass just for a day, you'll be paying a lot more, but if you do these bundle passes, I'm going to list the prices down below, but the bundle passes are the way to go for you to save. As for the San Diego Zoo and Balboa Park, people always say you can combine Balboa Park and the San Diego Zoo in one day. Now, if you're really into museums and you're really into just checking out the animals, I don't suggest doing it all in one day. I would split it into 2 days. But if you want to do a quick little overview of both Balboa Park and the zoo, you can definitely do it. Make sure you pack a lunch and you bring water, because there's going to be a lot of walking involved, unless you got a skateboard like I do. Number 5. Now, don't do this. Don't call San Diego Diego or Daygo. Us locals call it San Diego or SD. So San Diego or SD. None of that Diego or San Diego. Thanks to Ron Burgundy for that. But yeah, it's San Diego or SD, guys. Number 4 thing to know before visiting San Diego is that bars here in San Diego, especially in the Gaslamp Quarter, the last call is at 1:30 in the morning. Unlike places like New Orleans, Las Vegas, where last call is around 3:30, 4 in the morning, it's 1:30 here. And then in breweries, they close even earlier than that. So if you're going to the breweries in Miramar or North Park, I think breweries shut down around midnight or just before for their last call. Just be aware of that. We close a little early, so you might want to start your party around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and party hard till about 1:30. Number 3, the May gray and the June gloom. Expect that. The skies will be gray in the mornings until about 11 to 1, around that area, when the marine layer finally dissipates. And you come here in May and June thinking, oh, I'm going to sunny San Diego, it's going to be sunny all the time, it's going to be beautiful. But then you go out in the morning and it's just all gray out in the beaches and all around town. But most of the time, the marine layer lifts and it becomes a sunny, blue sky day, just like it is right now here in San Diego, California. Number 2 on the list of things to know before visiting San Diego is downtown parking. Now, in downtown, they have special street parking where it's either 2 hours or 3 hours maximum during the day, and you pay about $1.50 an hour. So make sure you have a credit card, a debit card. They accept that in the parking meters. But after 6 o'clock, after 8 o'clock, depending on what it says on the sign, parking is free. So if you're lucky enough to find street parking, you can get free parking after 6 or after 8, depending on what the sign says. Now, parking around San Diego and downtown especially, it really depends on if there's an event going on, if there's a Padre game, if Comic-Con's happening. Yeah, if you go to the parking garages, it's like right now for me, a parking garage is $1 an hour. And if I'm here for 3 hours, it's only $3. So if you could find some of the Ace parking garages, they're pretty cheap during the week, especially if there's not an event going on. But sometimes you'll get gypped about $25 to $35 if there's events going on. Now, valet parking, if you're a big baller and you want to spend money on valet parking, go ahead and do so, but they range from anywhere from $25 to $50. So street parking is probably the second best way to go. And if you are here during a time where events are not going on, it's $1 an hour at certain Ace parking lots. Just make sure you read all the fine print before parking at a certain place. It shouldn't be that hard. And number 1 thing to know before you visit San Diego is know the traffic hours. Ask your friends, ask the locals about the hours where it's traffic and places to avoid. Because traffic in San Diego really isn't that bad if you know where and when to avoid things. Like the hours from 3 to 6, the 8:05-5 split, that's a headache. 8:05 going south on a Friday is a bad time to go. If you're traveling around in the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going up to LA, traffic can start up as early as 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday going up to LA, and even going to Tijuana. So make sure you're checking the Google Maps for the traffic updates on 8:05, 5, 15, 163, and 8. There's really not that many freeways to memorize here in San Diego, unlike in Los Angeles, just a couple hours north. Now, LA is a different story. It's traffic every day of the week, any time of the week. But here in San Diego, as long as you know the times and places to avoid, you should be good. So make sure you rent a car when you're here in San Diego. Make sure you know the traffic, and yeah, plan your trip around being at a place until about 3:30, and then leave and get to where your hotel is so you don't have to sit in traffic. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Join the Patreon. If you join my Patreon, I have special exclusives and giveaways. if you check out the different tiers. Also, like and comment what are your little tips about San Diego. Let me know in the comment section below. Also guys, like this video. Make sure you like it. Yeah.